Instagram, good morning, happy Monday, welcome to the new week. We're about to get into it. Very quick tip for you on wealth this morning. If you aspire to create wealth, if you want to know how to make more money or follow this story through, I've got a quick tip for you. Point number one on becoming wealthy is change the way you think about other people with wealth. Okay, when I was growing up, a quick story, when I was growing up, I didn't have wealth. I hadn't created it. I didn't know the first thing about it, but I did aspire to have it. I would see the guy driving down the street in the Ferrari and think, drug dealer, or daddy's bought him a new little toy. It's not really his money. I would come up with all these ideas and justifications of why and how he's attained that level. And it was a justification. So basically what I was doing was downplaying his success, but what I was also stopping myself was from achieving that level of success. So what I learned to do very quickly was, once I realized this, I would then say to these guys, man, awesome car, I love it. And then I would level up once I got comfortable with doing that, and then say, hey man, awesome car, love it. How did you get to where you are? And then the next level from that is, once I became accustomed to fear and my nerves and my embarrassment of giving someone else praise for having wealth, because this is it wasn't in me, it wasn't built in me. I hadn't learned this skill yet. And each time I would level it up. So the third and final step, I would have what we coffee conversations, and I would sit down with a millionaire and ask him, her, how they got to where they are, what they did, what was their fast track to success, what made them different to everyone else. And I would take mad and copious notes and learn all these different. Half the time I couldn't afford to have the coffee with these guys, but I would break the bank to do it. And you know what? I still do that today. Even this week, I have one of those coffee dates booked in this week alone, because you can never stop growing, you can never stop learning. There's a million people out there with squillions of time I have got in my life, but if I don't surround myself with those people and I don't praise them and acknowledge them for their success, I will never allow that to happen in my world. And those people that judge the wealthy, usually the ones that don't have the money, and two, they're restricting themselves from ever having that money. And the only thing there is they haven't owned the trait of having wealth yet. Remember, you've already mastered the fact of being a peasant. To learn how to master the fact of being a millionaire, you've got both in you. You just haven't owned both traits. Stop being a peasant thinker and become a millionaire. Now, the chances are you probably grew up in middle class, and you probably went to school and were taught by people from the middle class. And then you may have gone to university and surrounded yourself with people from the middle class. Everyone was born into wealth. Not everyone was born with the knowledge and investment skills that maybe we have today. So what you need to do is, your level of thinking has been pushed down upon you from a middle class level. And for you to rise above that, those people who are playing at a bigger game, they've already oscillated up the tree, they're already vibrated up into a higher level, and they've moved up the 8 octaves. And unless you're surrounding yourself with those people, you won't get those lessons. And look, that comment is not a judgment on your parents or your surroundings or your family whatsoever. There is no judgment in that. I'm not negative or positive about that. It's factual. The birds of a feather flock together. If you grew up in middle, you will remain middle class. If you grew up in the wealthy, odds on you would have got those lessons. You would understand financial and the investment philosophies of the wealthy, and that will be your normal. It would be odd for you to fall back. You would feel like, so it's not a judgment, and your parents did an amazing job. They had a certain amount of tools that were available to them, and they used them to the best of their abilities. But if you're watching this video, you have that opportunity to oscillate up above that, you and become a new line of wealth for your family. And never has there been a better time for you to create wealth, for you to create a legacy. You know, something that you could leave a dent on this earth, to say, hey, I did that, I created that, and grandkids and their kids and their grandkids have and will benefit from the steps and the actions that I took today. And that could be simply having a $3.50 coffee with a millionaire and learning what they did. So don't lose all your pridefulness and your ego that's attached with it, and put your hand up and ask questions, take a shit ton of notes, and then act on it, because that's pointless without acting. And you can create an amazing life. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that. That is the end of the lesson for the day. Have an awesome Monday. Go out there and create the week that you want. Live life full and live to your potential. I'll talk to you soon.